My name is Angelo Uguak Aron. I am a citizen of this country, a member of SPLM Political Bureau, and also doubles as the chairman of Luo of Bahr Ghazal Community Association. This month, this year, we celebrated two major national events. That is the Independence and also Martyrs' Day, which happened on July 9th and July 30th, respectively. As citizens of the Republic of South Sudan, there can be no more important national events than the two, because independence signifies freedom, sovereignty, identity, and national pride. And Martyrs' Day honors the sacrifices of our fallen heroes and heroines, while at the same time honoring the resilience of the survivors of the liberation struggle. According to the causality principle, which is one of the fundamental philosophical theories, it says every result has a cause. Consequently, our independence was brought about by the sacrifice of our fallen heroes and heroines. I thank His Excellency General Salva Kiir Mayardit for setting aside these two dates as national holidays to commemorate our independence and also to honor our martyrs. This year, I celebrated Martyrs' Day in a different way. Instead of dressing in red or lighting the candles, laying flowers on the tomb, or attending a rally, I visited orphans at Peter A.D. Ministries here, otherwise known as Stone International Church. Why orphans? Why this ministry? Because during the liberation struggle, when heroes and heroines fall, they leave behind their children. Those are the orphans. They also leave behind their legacies. They leave behind lessons, and they also leave behind the country. And that is why we had the independence to celebrate. That is why we say heroes never die, because they remain in the forms of the four things that I mentioned. And from heroes and heroines, we also learn of patriotism, voluntarism, and the spirit of sacrifices for one's country. Out of the many orphanages in this country, I visited Peter A.D. Ministries because of its proximity to my residence here in Gudele. When I got here, I discovered that there was more to appreciate and learn about the ministry, more than what is widely known in the social media outlets. Here, the orphans are enrolled and educated from primary to secondary school levels, using a very holistic approach, including provision of knowledge, support life, safe spaces, spiritual mentorship, guardianship, and nurturing of those pupils and students into future leaders of this country, under the motto, let love lead. It takes leadership, sacrifices, and patriotism to accomplish this. Congratulations to the teachers, matrons, and head teachers who are leading the ministry. Besides being a social responsibility, supporting orphans is also a legal and a spiritual duty of every citizen. A responsibility for the government, responsibility for non-governmental organization, and all the people of goodwill across the globe. Article 17 of our Constitution, 2011 as amended, talks about rights of the child, including the provision of mentorship, protection, and provision of essential services. The first letter of St. James, chapter 27, says, "Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this, to look after orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world." Peter A.D. Ministries are doing their part in fulfilling this divine command, and they are already succeeding. That is why orphans have grown and are growing into much disciplined, social, respectful, intellectual, duty-conscious, and patriotic children who will be our leaders, our tomorrow's leaders. Being a very promising program, I want to call upon all leaders, both in government and private sectors, in the NGOs, well-wishers, to come and support these orphans. As they do, let the government lead the way, and NGOs, private sectors, philanthropists, responsible citizens, and well-wishers follow. So far, our President, His Excellency General Salva Kiir Mayardit, contributed enormously to the support of these orphans through provision of land, security, and material support. Honorable Adut Salva Kiir Mayardit, the Senior Special Envoy for a special program, also visited this place and did her part. But there is a lot left to be accomplished. Thank you all those who have already contributed. Your contributions is never in vain. When you lift an orphan, you lift a nation's future. Because that tomorrow depends on our today's kindness, let us start now. And let us start all, and let no one be left behind in loving and providing for them. Generosity is that kind of love in action. To keep our matters alive, let us support orphans, preserve legacies, and emulate their sacrifices, patriotism, and voluntarism. In that way, we will keep their legacy alive. And the saying that goes, "Heroes never die," will be true. But if we do not support their legacies, and we do not support the orphans, and we do not emulate their sacrifices, then the saying that says, "Heroes never die," will never be true. They gave it up for us all, and that is why we have this country today. And that is why we must support their children. Let us reward them by supporting these orphans that they left behind. Thank you so much. And may God Almighty bless and multiply your generosity.